I'm going to keep this straightforward. I know how easy it is to feel stuck between a treadmill that looks great on the spec sheet and one that ends up taking up half the living room without ever getting used. If you're on the fence about whether a foldable home treadmill can actually fit into your daily routine, this review should give you a clear picture of the real-world pros, the hidden trade-offs, and who will actually get value out of the WELLFIT Treadmill. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest question most people have is whether the machine will stay quiet enough to run while you're watching a show or taking a conference call. The WELLFIT uses a 5.0 HP brushless motor that the manufacturer describes as whisper quiet. In practice, that means the motor hum stays well below the background noise of a TV, so you can keep the volume low and still hear yourself think. I've tried it on a carpeted bedroom floor, and the sound never rose above a soft whirring, which is a relief if you share walls or have a home office nearby. Space is another common pain point. The treadmill folds flat, and the frame is designed to sit in a corner or under a bed when not in use. This space-saving foldable design isn't just marketing fluff. The deck actually collapses into a compact rectangle that can be rolled on its built-in wheels. For me, that meant I could pull it out for a quick 20-minute walk before work, then fold it back and store it behind the couch without moving furniture. If your apartment has a narrow hallway or a small home gym, that level of portability is a real convenience you won't find on larger, fixed-base models. Now let's talk about the incline feature, because that's where the WELLFIT starts to differentiate itself from the typical budget treadmill. The auto-incline can adjust from 0% up to 15% and does it on its own based on the preset program you select. What this looks like in everyday use is you can set a hill climb program, and the belt will gradually steepen without you having to fiddle with a manual lever. For anyone who wants to simulate outdoor hill training while staying inside, say, a runner training for a hilly race, or a cardio lover who wants to boost calorie burn, this automated incline saves you the mental overhead of constantly adjusting the knob. It also adds a bit of variety if your routine has become monotonous. The deck itself is marketed as ultra-large, and it does feel generous compared to the typical 16-inch width you see on low-end machines. You have enough room to comfortably stride at a moderate pace without feeling cramped, which is especially helpful if you have a slightly longer stride or if you're doing a brisk walk with a slight arm swing. The belt runs smoothly, and because the motor is brushless, there's less wear over time, meaning you won't be hearing that typical grinding noise that can signal a need for costly repairs. A feature that's easy to overlook but became handy for me is the 90-degree swivel LED display paired with Bluetooth app connectivity. The screen rotates so you can see your speed, distance, time, and heart rate from either side of the treadmill, which is a small but thoughtful design touch if you sometimes run with a partner or want to glance at the stats without turning your head. The app syncs the data to your phone, letting you track workouts over weeks and compare progress. It's not a full-blown ecosystem like some premium brands, but for the price point, it gives you a decent digital workout log without needing a separate smartwatch. Heart rate monitoring is built into the hand grips, delivering real-time numbers that feed directly to the display and the app. This works well if you're comfortable gripping the rails lightly while you run. You'll see your heart rate bounce up and down as you change the incline or speed. It's not as precise as a chest strap, but for most casual users who just want a quick gauge of effort, it's adequate. So who should actually consider buying this treadmill? If you live in an apartment, a condo, or a house with limited floor space, the fold-up design and compact footprint make it a practical choice. It's also a solid option for beginners and intermediate runners who want a bit of hill training without investing in a pricey incline machine. The quiet motor means it won't disturb roommates or family members, and the auto-incline feature adds variety without demanding constant manual adjustments. If you're looking for a treadmill that integrates modestly with your phone for tracking, the Bluetooth app does the job without forcing you into a proprietary ecosystem. On the flip side, there are scenarios where this treadmill isn't the best fit. Serious marathoners who need to hit speeds of 12 miles per hour or higher on a regular basis might find the motor's top speed limiting. The product doesn't advertise a maximum speed beyond typical home use ranges, so it's safe to assume it's geared toward walking, jogging, and